I've been hanging out with the Pico 4 lately, getting to learn a little bit more about it and have some fun, which has been cool. It actually, out of the box, is surprisingly a lot more comfortable than the Quest 2. It doesn't mean there's not room for improvements by any means, but it's better. And luckily, I have hopefully an improvement over here. Bobovr has their own version of my favorite strap. Gives you a different design for how the strap sits on you. Gives you those twin batteries that you can swap out for unlimited gameplay. So let's try this out on the Pico. This is their BD2 P4. $81 right now on Amazon. We got the books and crap. It's got the same stand and batteries as the Quest. So for someone like me who's using this with my Quest all the time, it's nice because I can just keep on using it. So we got 2 Bobos, charged and ready to go. We got that same included dock that we're already used to, where these things can just drop in magnetically and they charge. It's got the sticky pad that you use when you find its final resting place. You stick this down and it's not going anywhere. Cable to charge, all that stuff we know all too well. Here's the part we don't know very well. Pico strap. I actually haven't even messed this thing. I don't know how to take the strap off. Rear head pad branded Bobovr. Similar to the Plus line, it's got a flexible whole rear head pad here. Looks like all I need to do is snap this in. Boom, boom. I'm used to it replacing the whole thing, but it looks like this is just an attachment that works with the existing thing. Oh, and like their other head straps, it does offer you an alternative if you like those thinner honeycomb pads instead of the big cushy one. I usually do, so I might swap out to that. And then we got a top head strap here. Boy, I have done so many Quest 2 straps that looking at this thing, it's so foreign to me. Let's find out how this works really quick. I believe the facial interface is just, well, I thought it was magnetic. I guess it's not. It's a snap-in. Okay, this is the weird metal bit we're seeing on that thing. This must face forward. Go into there. Oh yeah. Boy, this is uncomfortable. Let's refer to the instructions here a little bit.
Damn, son.
This language will be much easier for me to read. Remove the facial interface. Remove the top strap. Use a crowbar.
A personal crowbar or a work crowbar?
To carefully pry open the connection gap. I don't have a crowbar handy. Well, you can just kind of, yeah, I just got my nail under there. That's good enough. And it doesn't feel like anything broke. So that's the original rear head pad. So this is basically just gonna take its spot, of course, adding this bigger pad, the battery dock and all that. Nice. Nice. They made a little slot here so that that metal piece can kind of fit up in there, it looks like. I will say, Pico straps don't feel like Quest 2 straps where it's like, oh, I can just easily swap one of these whenever I feel like it. This feels a little more serious.
I'm being serious right now.
Probably wouldn't have hurt to attach this part before I put the padding on, but we'll make it work. I think once this part goes in, you have to have the facial interface here to actually hold this straight. I feel like such a noob right now. This is not normal for me. I'm so used to the Quests, I've dealt with it for so long. Okay, so it is magnetic when it goes in, but when you pull it out for some reason, it's got some snaps that also hold it in place. We got this right here. They did give us a cable management bit. I feel like this would benefit from a halo strap like the Bobovr M2 is. This is still following the basic strap design of the headset, but hopefully it's gonna balance out the pressure a little differently. So far that cushy top head strap is feeling really nice. The back feels better because it's shaping to my head really well. Yeah. I just love that sound. It feels very stable on the back of your head with this because of all that plastic framing. That feels really nice. The thing here, the one thing that I'm finding, and I haven't used the Pico a lot, I think this molds to your face a bit more over time, but in the early days, this part here doesn't feel the most comfortable and it's not replacing that, but the strap itself, everything about that feels great and you're gonna get the unlimited playtime. So I'm pretty excited to test all that out. So I gotta go take this away, play for a while, see if I can get the same unlimited playtime I can with the Quest 2. The key there is this has to drain slow enough that you can get your next battery fully charged before you just swap them out. So I'll get all that testing done and I'll get back at you with some final thoughts about this Bobovr addition to it. But so far, I feel like it looks good, it feels good. I think we're on good track, but I'll get back to you. After a good solid month with the Pico Bobovr mod that adds the battery to the back, changes it out, makes it a little more comfortable. But unlike the Quest one, it doesn't replace the whole strap. I've got to say, this is a very worthy addition if you are a Pico owner. It adds the unlimited battery time. You're swapping them out just the same way. I love the way it snaps on. That's always been a favorite of mine though. You know that from the Quest days. The back is comfortable. I ended up ultimately going for the honeycomb padding because I like that on the Quest. It doesn't slip around as much on the back of your head. And I honestly feel like you could get away without using the top strap, which I kind of like because I'm not a big fan of top straps, but I know a lot of people do like them. I just feel like especially with the way the Pico one hooks on, it just always felt kind of a little rickety, so I would probably go without that. A warning though, one thing, because this does make it bigger overall, if you have a really big head, you might have a struggle, because with this thing as it stands, I've got it all the way out, and that's fine right there for me. Like, I can't loosen it anymore, and I could play like this. I tightened it down a little bit, but if you had a head any bigger than mine, I do have a big head, but I'm sure people out there have bigger. If yours is any bigger than this, you probably wouldn't be able to get your head into this thing anymore, would be the problem. So that would be my one caveat to worry about. But you've got the trusty design, the Bobovr batteries, the dock that comes with it, and I love that. I love seeing that for every headset. I hope the Quest 3 has it. I had one hooked onto my Quest Pro until I, switched it out to that new KK Cobb design. So I love the Bobovr for this one too. Definitely worth it, unless you have too big of a head, because then you're just kind of screwed. So I don't think the Pico was made for people with really big heads though, because even with the stock design, it just never got that big, I felt like. I still do think the orange cord stands out a lot, but it's a good color of orange, so I don't mind it, but I do feel like some people be like, why is that cord so orange? But it's all worth it for that sound. But what do you think out there? I know Pico is still pretty much Europe and Asia. There's probably not a lot of people on the channel who have one, or if people are interested in getting one, but getting it to the US is not easy, in my opinion. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Bobo, keep up the great work. I can't wait to see what you do for the Quest 3 and beyond. But hey, I want to say thank you to all of you who came out here, hang out with us, and I will see you in another reality.